This is Valley News Live at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Take a look at this. People in the Deer Creek area are trying to get ahead of the game by plowing out the piles of snow that's been dumped in the valley. And unfortunately, with the strong winds and blowing snow, many could be out there later doing the same thing. So let's go right away to Summer Schnellbach with the first look at our weather. Summer.
Thanks, Nishay. I'm so grateful that my dad left his snowblower for us before he up and moved to Florida with my mom, because we're going to need it. The rest of tonight, it's a first alert weather day. The snow continuing to come down more lightly now in some areas, but tough travel remains. Reduced visibility remains. It's still becoming increasingly windy, and there is a blizzard warning out for some folks. This is a live look at the Dakota Magic Casino Sky Camp in Hankinson. You can just see it shaking in the wind, and this is a fence here, that snow drifting all the way up to the fence. So we weren't kidding when we've been saying the last few days that we'll be measuring drifts in feet. Some areas are measuring actual snowfall in feet. Staples, 13.5 inches of accumulation. A foot of snow in Dunvilla, Sabika, and Toad Lake, 11 inches in Lisbon, New York Mills, and Wadena, 10 inches. Oberon, Fairmount, Kindred picking up 9.5 inches of snow. The Grand Forks National Weather Service just at the top of the hour measured 8.2 inches of snow. Pisac, Lidgerwood, Moorhead, Lincoln, Fergus Falls all measuring 8 inches of snow. South Fargo, the most recent update, that was a couple hours ago at 6.7, so we've likely added to that a little bit more. Oxbow, 6.7, Pembina, 5 inches, and a little over 4 in Warren. You can see now that the snow is continuing to taper off as it lifts to the north and northeast, even seeing a few peaks of sun in our southwesternmost counties, but visibility remaining very low with the wind. Half a mile in Jamestown, quarter mile in Fargo, Fergus Falls, and in Oaks as well, down to a half a mile in Grand Forks, quarter mile in Langdon. Look at the winds. We're gusting to 51 miles per hour in Fargo at the top of the hour here. Where you see these reds, that's where we're seeing those gusts into that 50 mile per hour range. Gusting to 43 miles per hour in Jamestown, Oaks gusting to 40, 39 mile per hour gust now in Grand Forks, 33 mile per hour in Detroit Lakes, 37 in Fergus Falls, and seeing those gusts even into the 40 mile per hour range out in Alexandria. This morning, we were seeing temperatures widespread across the region in the teens and 20s. Now we are in Fargo at 10 degrees. We're going to continue to see our temperatures plummet the rest of today with that Arctic air starting to filter in, and even colder with the wind that has been picking up. So a cold evening ahead is in store for Grand Forks, seeing those temperatures dip below zero by around the dinner time hour, and it's going to be cold, not just tomorrow, but through the extended period. Our blizzard warning continues until 6 p.m. tonight for all these areas shaded in the bright pink, and winter storm warning continues for all areas shaded in red. Here's a quick look at your hour-by-hour forecast. That snow continuing to lift off and out of here, and then although we might see a few peaks of sun, it might be obscured with the wind lifting and blowing and drifting that snow up into the atmosphere. Temperatures continuing to drop as we head throughout the rest of the day. Single digits to double digits below zero by already dinner time for some of us in eastern North Dakota. And all of us will fall to the single digits on either side of zero later tonight. So it's looking very cold. And then guess what, Nishay? Another round of snow will be moving in. So in a few minutes, I'll time out your hour-by-hour forecast of what you can expect for snow tomorrow, and then just how brutally cold we're going to get for the rest of the week.
Oh man, and that was very kind of your father to give you that snowblower.
I know, right?
Yes, definitely. I'm jealous. All right, thanks so much. Let's take a look at road conditions in North Dakota. The red in our neck of the woods indicate a no travel advisory. The Department of Transportation is reporting many road closures due to zero visibility and snow-covered roadways. And in Minnesota, the entire state is seeing snow on the roads, and the northwest part of the state is seeing high winds or fog in those areas. In fact, the Department of Transportation just issued a no travel advisory on state and federal highways in Clay County, as well as Highway 108 from I-94 to Pelican Rapids due to dangerous driving conditions. This includes Interstate 94 from Moorhead to Highway 108 and Highway 10 from Moorhead to Hawley. Meanwhile, nearly all flights to and from Hector International Airport have been canceled or delayed. In Grand Forks, a flight to Minneapolis that was scheduled at 11:10 this morning was canceled. All other scheduled flights appear to be on time for now, and at MSP, 76 flights have been canceled so far today and more than 80 have been delayed. Early this morning, numerous Moorhead police vehicles made their way to 23rd Avenue. According to a witness across the street, 3 or 4 individuals were taken out of an apartment building in handcuffs. They also said that one person was taken away in an ambulance. Kevin Schroeder, who saw the event unfold in front of him, retold what happened before police arrived.
We got up early to start trying to clear the snow, and there was a truck out in front with some guys staggering around, and they had gone up to the apartment across the street and come back down. And they left him laying there with a lot of commotion going around the truck, and then those guys drove off and left a guy laying there.
At this time, there is still no information from Moorhead Police about the situation. We'll update you when that becomes available. A Minnesota man who attacked a Menards employee after the worker told him to wear a face mask and then assaulted a responding police officer with a hammer has been sentenced to a year in prison. The 61-year-old man of Hutchinson pleaded guilty to assault for the April incident. He's also sentenced to 10 years of probation and community service and must attend therapy as well as write letters of apologies to the victims. He hit the worker multiple times in the head with a piece of wood after the employee would not check him out unless he put on a mask. Getting that holiday dinner on the table is a big job, but one report says too many people are skipping food safety steps. Straight ahead at noon, some tips to keep your meal healthy. But next, Summer will be back with your weather to plan your day.